much for coming today, everyone. Today we are filming this in Fukuoka City in the Art Cross building in the city center. It is a lovely and sunny and but chilly January day. So hello everybody, how are you all doing today? My name is Carl Vicetti, and I'll be your host in this online fan trip to the lovely city of Fukuoka. With me is my friend and colleague, Toriyama Shizuka, who will be assisting me today.
Hello.
Thank you, Toriyama-san. Fukuoka is a city located in Japan's west side. So here's Tokyo, here's Osaka, and there's Fukuoka. With a population of roughly 1.6 million people, it is a warm and friendly city filled with kind people and unique culture. Part of this is because of how close we are to the Asian mainland. To give you a geographical idea, we're closer to Korea than we are to Tokyo. So here's Korea right here, there's Tokyo, we're closer to Korea. With direct international flights to and from East and South Asia, Fukuoka is very accessible. If you're coming from elsewhere, you can even make domestic transfers to Tokyo or Osaka. Then, once you've arrived at our city, it is incredibly easy to get there from the airport. It only takes 5 minutes by subway to get downtown from the airport. Because of our history, Fukuoka is the home to several interesting firsts in Japan. For example, Zen Buddhism first took hold in Fukuoka City when a traveling monk brought back with him the teachings of Zen with him from China. Also, the first recipes for udon and soba noodles first developed in Fukuoka, and today we are famous across Japan for our noodle cuisine. So today, we'd like to introduce to you a few different experiences and locations that are unique to our city and that make us an excellent meeting and incentive destination. Each of them represents different aspects of Japan that one might not easily find elsewhere. And we are going to introduce some incentive activities that are suitable for incentive groups, starting with a green tea tasting experience, then followed by an indigo dyeing activity, and then a traditional wooden ornament making experience. Next, let's take a look at the city of Fukuoka.
Hello again, everybody. Japan is well known for its delicious tea, and Fukuoka is known for some of the best tea in the country. This is Takenaka-san of Tea Forest Japanese. She is a certified tea expert, and her business, Tea Forest, provides a dispatch service so that you and your incentive group can enjoy the finest tea wherever you'd like. At the moment, groups of up to 40 people are possible. Today, she has provided us with a few unique teas. The first one we will try is the Hojicha, a roasted green tea. Its unique, nutty flavor makes it a favorite during the fall and colder months. See this wine glass? This glass will help to accentuate the aroma of the tea, making it even more irresistible. I really wish you could smell this with me because right now I'm in for a treat. Oh boy, here we go. I'm looking forward to this. Wow, what a flavor. It's rich, robust, and perfect for this colder season. Now, next up we have matcha. Who here knows what matcha is? When people think of Japanese green tea, matcha is probably one of the first things that comes to mind. Matcha is green tea that has been turned into a powder. The tea tends to be creamy, light, and easy to use as an ingredient in other foods like ice cream or cakes. The stirring device she's using is called a chasen, and it is designed to help distribute the powder evenly throughout the liquid. And soon I will be able to partake of this most excellent treat. Look at that deep green color. Wow. Magnificent. Here I go. So while totally different from the previous tea, it is incredibly refreshing. It has a deep, grassy flavor, and you really need to try this when you come here. And now next, we have Hongyokuro, the king of tea in Fukuoka and grown in Yame City. Yame is a city to the south of Fukuoka, and in Yame, there are many fields of green tea that have been cultivated for hundreds of years. Of all the green teas, Hongyokuro is the tea with the most amount of umami flavor. The reason for this deep flavor is because of the growing process. The tea leaves are semi-shaded, which forces them to grow larger in order to capture the limited sunlight available. This makes the leaves more tender and intensifies the flavor of umami in the tea. And right now, she'll be pouring the water in there and now pouring up from the kyushu in several pours in order to make sure she gets all the liquid out. This is, again, Hongyokuro, or the king of Japanese green teas. Very nice light color. And here we go. Oh boy. Oh wow. This is delicious. What an amazing flavor. I mean, there's really no comparison for these teas. It's so rich and refined, it almost tastes like a stock or a dashi as much as a tea. So this is something that's unique, and you gotta try this when you come here, for sure. And next, but not least, up until now, we have tried traditional teas. Now it is time to try a more modern and cutting-edge one. Takenaka-san has a bottle full of sparkling sencha green tea here. If matcha referred to powdered tea, then sencha refers to roasted tea. The flavor is light and refreshing, and now she's going to be adding it to a cup, and with this delicious Japanese ume plum syrup. And with the ume syrup added, as you will see in a second, we will have a wonderful fizzy drink. And there she goes. Wow. This is like probably the best mocktail you can probably get. Oh boy. Cheers. Oh wow. So this is, again, totally different from what I've been drinking before, but it shows you some of the interesting things that you can do with tea. Now, since tea is such a well-respected Japanese delicacy, we think that trying it in Fukuoka is probably one of the best ideas you could have because the quality we have is so high. With that, the tasting is now finished. Takenaka-san, thank you for letting us try your delicious tea. Now, since Tea Forest is a company that provides an incentive group activity dispatch service, you can have them come to any venue of your choosing in Fukuoka City. So next, we're going to introduce the perfect venue to you and your group. This is Takamiya Saryo, a recently opened traditional event space. Let's check it out. Hello everybody, welcome to Takamiya Tea Saryo, or the Takamiya Tea House. Opened in 2022, it boasts over 100 years of history, and as part of Fukuoka's cultural registry, it would be the perfect place to have a traditional but modern twist on your trip. Let's check it out. This building is called the Omoya, and it is the main building on the facility. Here, your group can hold events in a traditional atmosphere with seasonal day and night scenery. In the Omoya, there are several different rooms, each with their own accommodation sizes, and they can be booked based on the needs of your group. There's even a restaurant that can be booked for your group. This restaurant specializes in Japanese Western fusion cuisine, and it takes ingredients primarily sourced in the Kyushu area. We have had groups host tea tasting events here in the past, and it makes for a traditional and cozy experience. And this is the reception hall. In this reception hall, a kitchen connects directly to the room, making it very easy to serve your party. Depending on the event, one can even hire side entertainment, and it's easy to set up the room for a variety of purposes. Seated and standing arrangements are both possible. Surrounded by nature and enjoying a sublime cup of tea. This room is called a chashitsu, or tea room, and it is a traditional part of the Japanese tea ceremony. Now you can partake of this tradition, all from within the heart of the city. With its history, Takamiya would be the perfect place for you to hold your event. While it is in the middle of the city, entering it feels like you've entered another world. With its classy elegance and ease of access, it's easy to recommend. See you soon. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video. The Takamiya Sario has over 100 years of history, and with it now having opened as an event venue, it could be the perfect place for those who want to showcase more of the traditional side of Japan. Next up, we have a group make-your-own handkerchief experience with Ikeda Kasuri. Kurume Kasuri is a unique form of indigo textile making that started in the south of Fukuoka about 200 years ago. If you take your group here, you'll be able to enjoy a spot of shopping as well as making something of your own to take home as a souvenir. At the moment, groups of 50 people are possible. But to best explain this experience, Ikeda-san and his family have kindly produced a video for you to watch. Please take a look. Kurume Kasuri refers to a type of textile production where one bunches up threads and then dyes them with indigo to create a wide variety of patterns on the cloth. The technique evolved in Kurume to the south of Fukuoka City, and it is one of Fukuoka's many excellent artisan heritages. Historically speaking, the production of Kurume Kasuri was seen as a side business for farmers, and by the Meiji period it became popular among the common people. For this reason, it was recognized as an important cultural property in 1957. With roughly 20 workshops still producing it, the number of makers is dwindling, but those that remain are firmly dedicated to ensuring that their craft can continue and be enjoyed for future generations. Here are some samples for you to look at of their completed work. As you can see, there are many different possible patterns, designs, and even colors.
The production of indigo dye requires highly concentrated vats of the plant in question. Each of these vats has a different concentration, which, when exposed to the cloth, allows for different degrees of deep blue when they are finished. When you and your group make handkerchiefs, you will come in here and actually dip the cloth in these very vats in order to dye them. Here we have Ikeda-san, the key representative of Ikeda Kasuri, one of those 20 remaining workshops. His family has been creating Kasuri for over a century, and he has been busy trying to ensure that this unique culture can continue to live on. In this part, you can see him dipping a fabric into the liquid in order to dye it. First, he mixes the fluid in order to prevent it from becoming stagnant. Now, you can see him removing the cloth that has been dyed from the vats. He has to wring them out in order to extract all the remaining fluid prior to finishing the product. This is what your group can experience in this activity.
Hopefully, that video gave you a bit of a closer look at the process of making Kurume Kasuri. Of the different things you can make, there are handkerchiefs, bags, t-shirts, and scarves. We will of course send out price information for these and all of the other experiences once the online Famtrip is finished. So, you might be wondering how to make your own. So, in order to make your own, you'll first be provided with these, clamps and objects. By using them, you'll be able to impress different shapes into the cloth. So let's say this is a cloth, right? These block sticks and shapes all create different patterns on the finished product. Of course, you are not limited to just handkerchiefs like this white one is, but to others such as t-shirts, scarves, and so forth. By holding these in place, I'll show you now. By holding these in place like so, the dye is unable to permeate those areas, resulting in patterns and streaks of white across the finished product. So as you can see here, these hearts will be made in this way. You and your group can make handkerchiefs like these and all these other ones using the same process as was detailed in the video. With these, your imagination is truly the limit, and they make for authentic, sustainable, and memorable souvenirs. So here, all these are yours to buy and make. And while he was unable to attend today, a big thank you to Ikeda-san and his staff for providing us with the video footage. Now, we'd like to introduce another location in Fukuoka, Nokonoshima Island. This island is just a 10-minute ferry ride away from the city, and we'd like to show you the amazing incentive opportunities that are available there. This is Nokonoshima. Hello everybody, welcome to the Meinohama Ferry Port. It is from here that you can get to one of Fukuoka's most naturally attractive and vivid destinations, Nokonoshima. It'll take roughly 10 to 15 minutes to get there by boat. Let's get on board. After a brief bus ride, you will find yourself at the summit of the island where the island park awaits. The island park was actually conceived of by then 19-year-old farmer Kosaku Kubota, who thought that as Fukuoka City continued to urbanize, the people might need a natural sanctuary to go and relax in. And from this, the island park was born. As you can see, Nokonoshima is covered in a dazzling array of flowers of different shapes, sizes, and colors. Now this is the main flower field of the park. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that this is the pride and joy of the Nokonoshima Island Park. In this field, there are thousands of flowers, and you will find that they vary based on season, ranging from poppies to sunflowers. And now, the popular cosmos are blooming. And to top it all off, you can even hold large-scale events in this very space. It's even possible to barbecue on the island, and with a maximum accommodation of 500 people, it is quite flexible for different sorts of groups. The barbecue itself is fresh and tasty with a range of ingredients from vegetables to meats. In this quaint town area that keeps many of the traditional buildings of the area intact, one can find many activities ranging from souvenir shopping, a quick bite to eat, or even things like rokuro pottery and painting ceramic goods. As for food, there's the popular Nokono udon, and for light refreshments, there's a conveniently placed coffee shop right over there. Though perhaps the best part is just getting to walk around and take it all in. Well everybody, I hope I was able to give you a good idea about the island. Since it is only 15 minutes away from the city and can accommodate groups of different sizes, we find it is both convenient and beautiful. See you in Fukuoka. Nokonoshima is another reason why Fukuoka is so unique. Because right across the bay, we have this amazing flower park where you can both relax and hold barbecues for up to 500 people. I would also like to mention that in the event of barbecuing, halal options are also available. Next, we have Koga-san, who has come from the town of Okawa to show a traditional craft known as Kumiko.
Hello everyone, my name is Akihumi Koga. I work at the Okawa Tourism Association, and I have been teaching about Kumiko product for 6 years.
Thank you, Koga-san. So, what is Kumiko now? Kumiko is the Japanese art of assembling wooden pieces without the use of nails, with a history of the craft dating back to the 600s, over 1400 years ago. That's old. In the past, Kumiko tended to be used in sliding doors and screens, but now newer designs are increasingly popular. For example, it has become famous throughout the country because it is featuring in the design of the Nanatsuboshi, or 7-star train line, recently selected as the best tourism train line in the world. Now, please take a look at this lamp for me. Thanks to the Kumiko patterning, light is distributed in a calm and relaxing way, making a warm atmosphere. And now, while you cannot actually make a lamp this complicated during the activity, it, as well as other more complicated products, like this clock, are available for purchase afterwards. This craft took hold particularly in the city of Okawa, which is close to the Venice of Kyushu, Yanagawa City. Kumiko is also a dispatch service, which means that Koga-san can come to a venue of your choosing and instruct you and your group on how to assemble your own Kumiko as part of your itinerary. Groups of up to 100 people are possible. So now, Toriyama-san over here is busily assembling her own Kumiko. It takes about 20 minutes with the help of an instructor to make one, and it is a fun and interactive way to make your own souvenir. Now, if you would take a look at this, this is what a completed Kumiko looks like. So you can see the pattern's very ornate, but it only takes 20 minutes to build this. While you can use it as an ornament at home, it also makes for a unique coaster, in my opinion. Participants in this program are able to assemble 2 varieties. One is square in shape, the one I showed you, and the other one is hexagonal, and both take about 20 minutes to assemble. The Kumiko designs are meant to mimic patterns found in nature. Thanks to over 1,000 years of experimentation, there are over 200 different basic designs. In the case of Toriyama-san's, she's building one that resembles a hemp flower, considered lucky in Japanese folklore. And that's Okawa Kumiko. Koga-san, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm waiting for meeting you in Fukuoka.
Thank you very much. Well, now we're going to answer some of the questions that we have been sent. People who registered for this event sent us many great questions. We will be able to answer a few of those today, and after this event finishes, we will send out a reply sheet answering all the questions you sent us. So let's take a look at question 1 from Goal in India, who wanted to know more about how to get to Fukuoka from Tokyo. It takes about 90 minutes to fly from Fukuoka International Airport to Tokyo, and we have many flights per week. So connecting internationally to Fukuoka via Tokyo is quick and easy. We also have a great Super Express train service in Japan. A train journey from Osaka to Fukuoka takes 2.5 hours. And while we are on the subject of getting to Fukuoka, we have listed on this slide the international direct flights flying into Fukuoka. The amount of direct flights has almost returned to pre-COVID levels. And now we had another question from Liz in Malaysia. Lisa asked us what large restaurants and facilities we have in Fukuoka for incentive tour groups. We have a variety of good facilities that can host large incentive groups, like the Luigans Hotel Resort, which is a beach hotel resort that is 30-minute bus ride from central Fukuoka. They can accommodate 450 people outdoors. They can also arrange amazing fireworks shows. Or the Agora Hilltop Hotel, which can accommodate 250 people. That venue is in central Fukuoka and has amazing views over the city. And there are many others, like the Nokonoshima barbecue area we showed earlier, and the Karadomari outdoor oyster restaurant that can sit 280 people. And of course, we have the Hilton Fukuoka Seahawk, which is always extremely popular with incentive groups. And in mid-2023, we will see the new 5-star Ritz-Carlton Fukuoka opening. And finally, we had a question from Pamela in India. She asked how or what kinds of support travel agents can expect to get from the Fukuoka Travel Convention Bureau. That's a great question. For general tourism questions, you can always email us at npf@welcomefukuoka.or.jp. And if you have incentive groups, then we have various plans for incentive support as seen on this page. You can see here, we have differing forms of support based on how many participants are in your group. Over 10 will give you a postcard set, 100 a welcome from us at the airport when you arrive, and for groups of over 200 people, we will provide your group with a cultural performance completely free of charge. And now we have a special campaign with sustainable products that are sure to be very popular. Made with the ends of fabrics that usually do not make it into the final product, these bags and straps are both fashionable and functional and help to reduce waste at the same time. These bags are really good quality and they are all unique and environmentally friendly. I'll show you some of them now. So first we have this one with a ninja motif on it. Neat, right? The second one is this chic red and black design. And lastly, we have this cute blue and green one. I have to say I like all of them. So when it comes to ensuring the future of tourism is a sustainable one, Fukuoka is dedicated to ensuring that this will be the case. Fukuoka's commitment to sustainability is a strong one, with the plan being for the city to go carbon neutral by 2040. In this presentation as well, many of our activities include Japanese traditions that are deeply rooted in the local communities here, and as such are unique in ways that allow one to really get in touch with the region. Coupled with the new activities that are increasingly on offer, Fukuoka aims to become a premier destination for what Japan has always been known for, straddling the line between tradition and cutting edge. And also today, 2 lucky participants will get to win some Hakata Ori goods. We will let those know who won following this presentation. To enter yourself into the running, please simply answer the survey that we send out following this live stream. From green tea tastings to island valleys full of flowers, Fukuoka is all you would want from a Japanese destination, but with its own character and boundless charm, it's sure to make you a fan of it in ways that may even exceed your expectations. So now on the screen, you can see a link to our LinkedIn and Facebook SNS pages and our company email address. We would really appreciate it if you could follow us on SNS and get in touch with us with any questions or information about future travel groups you think come to Fukuoka. Hey everyone, so thank you for watching today. And again, we apologize for the long wait, but we really hope to see you here in Fukuoka soon. So see you guys around. See you in Fukuoka.